I think it's a positive move. I mean, only time will tell us, Jim, whether it's the right decision. But I think when you look at their history, anybody who takes the jobs under incredible pressure. Moyes was brought in, wasn't he? It didn't really work out. Van Gaal, Mourinho, it became very toxic. And I think it maybe has got something to do with working relationship with Ed Woodward. Their progress, obviously, they're very much in second place at the moment, and Manchester United are always first. And it's a runaway league at the moment, of course. But you look at the other managers won trophies and still lost their jobs. So there must be a contentment that he's doing things in the right way. For me, it's hard to look at Manchester United and think they accept to be second best. And
yes.
I think they've made that gamble. I think they've made that gamble in the past and think, well, look, he's one of their own. He's building the players, and if you look at it was incredibly disappointing against Leicester in the FA Cup. I just feel that whenever you played Manchester United, they were like so fired up, so aggressive, a bunch of winners, and that they've lost something there. Now they can still win a trophy, Jim, this season. They did really well to come back against AC Milan in the Europa League. It may come down to Arsenal or Manchester United to win this trophy. But they're not quite where they need to be, but they obviously want to be patient. So I think I can understand why they've done it. And you look at the other managers that are available, but I do feel if he didn't get off to a good start, for instance, next season, he'd still be under incredible pressure, and he could end up losing his job. But I think he deserves to be given another season to try and win a trophy. But I don't like hearing him say it's about egos. It's about, no, you should want to win trophies. That's Manchester United.
Yeah,
I don't think that. I'm not sure where they've lost that change in mentality.
But what do you make of this word progression, Martin? Progression. Are they progressing enough, in your view?
Well, I think they are. They are developing. Slowly he's putting the jigsaw pieces together. Maguire coming into the back line. Of course, he needs another partner now going forward. The way that he's developed Luke Shaw, I don't think people can argue with that. He's a completely different player, finding himself now in the England squad. But up top, Fernandes has been an amazing player. Can you now get Pogba to play alongside him and find some way of being successful there? All of the other top teams seem to have a settled way of playing. You look at Chelsea now, you look at Man City. For Manchester United, they adapt when they play against the best teams. And they never used to do that. They used to have, you adapted for Manchester United. So we're somewhere away from that. But I do think it's the right call to give him more time. But he's under incredible pressure now to put this right. Of course, Darren Fletcher's come into the club. It's becoming more of a Manchester United former player's stamp about it, which I like, as long as they're the right people. But I think tactically in the games they play, and I think they've got to do more, and he's got to find a way that he wants to play, and that everybody then adjusts to Manchester United going forward. You mentioned James playing for Wales, and I don't think he's improved. You could argue that why has he sent Lingard away on loan when look how well he's doing for David Moyes. Players are always going to have people that they prefer. Is it the right blend with Fred and McTominay? Is there really enough legs in there to really compete against Man City? Is it the right formation? Is Greenwood training moving on as we expected? I'm not quite sure he is. But they're very young, these guys. You have to say they're very young, and there is a decent platform. I like Wan-Bissaka at right back. I know a lot of people don't, going forward, people don't like that, but I think he's really secure there. So that's a little bit different. So players are improving, and Henderson now coming in as well could make that his position, that number one position. But really, I don't think they don't get close to Man City for me at the moment. We've just seen Nicky Butt leave the club, which is a disappointment. But essentially, they surround themselves by, I suppose, the old boys in a way, but that people that understand the values of the football club, know what's expected, and try then to implement that into the next generation while they're at that football club. But there's two jobs to be done, isn't there? There's a long term and a short term.
Yeah.
And the short term is about bringing trophies to the table, and Manchester United are failing to do that. They have to finish this season for me with something on the sideboard. They've got to, and it's about getting that group, isn't it, to demand it of one another in the group, make sure it happens. But whether or not they've got the tactical nous really to break teams down and to create something. What they're going to whenever we look at their midfield and it's Fred, McTominay, and it's often they're trying to contain teams and stay in games. I'd like them to come to the table with some of these top big six games, which I know they've done okay in. but actually dominate and take the games to the opposition.
Okay, well, they can
That's
play
the
at the
next
FA
step.
Cup, Martin, but are they going to win the Europa League? I'll put you on the spot. They're going to
I
win
think
it.
they're favourites. I
Yeah.
think they're favourites to win it.
Right.
I'd like to see Arsenal win it because it would catapult Arsenal back into the big time. Top 4 takes you into the Champions League equivalent, doesn't it? Manchester United are going to finish there anyway, but they're 14 points behind Man City.
Yeah.
A cricket score behind Man City. I know they've got a game in hand, but it looks as if the league is won, and it's always been one winner, really, isn't it?
So
since
United
Christmas?
favourites to win the Europa League, Martin. Are they your favourite to win the Europa League?
I think they have to be the favourite with what they've got
Okay.
at their disposal.
Yeah.
They're the favourites to win it.